I guess this came from this idea when we were looking through all of the different microeconomic resources that were available. There weren't really any tools that applied the concepts to the real world, right? That really demonstrated how we can use concepts of profit maximization and supply and demand curves to everyday business decisions, right? And so we wanted to use CapsimInbox as a way to create a simulation that students could run through, and they could see, okay, well, if I was some type of manager, how can I use these theories, right, supply and demand, using ideas such as elasticity to real world examples so that we can make better business decisions.
Yeah, one of the most famous questions that we get, and I'm pretty sure you get this too, is what am I going to use an econ degree for? Like, how does this apply? We spend a lot of time learning a ton of theory, but then at the end of the day, they don't know how to actually translate that into their jobs or their positions. So this kind of bridges that gap and gives them a little bit of insight as to these are the types of questions you'll be able to answer in these real world situations.
The skills assessed in CapsimInbox are going to include market structures, supply and demand, elasticity estimation, cost and productivity, profit maximization, comparative advantage, and game theory.
It's kind of interesting to note that whenever you take these types of assessments that are standard, there's really not much in terms of critical thinking that's going on with these students. There is a pattern that they follow, a formula they plug numbers into, and it spits out an answer and they're right or wrong. But this one is very different because your ability to adapt that knowledge, that theoretical background that you have into these situations actually creates and incentivizes a lot more critical thinking. Now, bringing that to the fore, students will really be shocked at the difference between what they do in a standard microeconomics class as to, okay, I'm just going to pick this option because I know this is the formula, and thinking, okay, how does this actually work? So I think that's going to be a really big thing that'll separate this type of an assessment from other things that they do in class.
No, I would agree. And we're not training mini academics necessarily, but rather we're training the next generation of business managers.
My goal for users to experience this tool is primarily to leave this assessment thinking, yes, that is exactly what microeconomics is meant to do. This is how I'm supposed to use it, and this is how I'm going to be successful going forward.
I think my goal is that students walk away knowing how to not only make better decisions, but actually apply those to real world examples so that when they walk away, they're better managers, they're better analysts, and they're really better at any type of job that they're going to have in the future.